All right, folks, welcome back to Kings of Opinion, episode 140. We got the Wander and Ernie. Say hi, guys.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome, everyone. I hope you're enjoying your current conscious container experience.
So it turned out to be a pretty nice day out today, huh?
Yeah.
This morning it was
Cold
freezing.
as fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, it's warm in the sun.
Right. Well, no, I mean, maybe you would, like when I went to work, it was dark. There was no sun. And it was like 20-something degrees. I even woke up and I'm like, whew.
Yeah, I'm done with this shit. It's going to be 28 and 31 on Saturday and Sunday.
We haven't, I think from the start of the year, we haven't had luck on the weekends at all. Like all the snowstorms have been over the weekend.
That's true.
Which, I mean, I guess it's okay for some people because at least you don't have to go anywhere. But then you're stuck shoveling, right? And now, I think we've only had one good Saturday, which was that one day that was like 70 degrees. Other than that, it's cold as hell on the weekends.
Yep.
And don't get me wrong, I don't mind sleeping in this weather.
Is this Orion's rant?
A little bit. I just went off the cuff. Like, I didn't expect to get into it, but like, yeah, now it's Orion's
Here we
rant.
are.
Here we go. But like, getting up in the cold right now when you're so close to like April and you can feel the good, like the good weather is coming and it's close, just sucks to go to work.
Yep.
It's like, oh, you take a hot shower, then you put your jacket on, you get outside, it's freezing, and you do that probably as early as I do, right? You go for a walk probably like at 6 o'clock in the morning?
Well, no, I go to the gym at that time.
Oh, excuse me, sorry. But you're still outside at that time is my point, right?
Yeah.
But at least you're indoors when you're at the gym doing what you got to do.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Like, I need to go, like, what was it, last year? We were golfing in the beginning of March? We're literally in April right now at this point. Like, March is done. We only got a couple more days left. What is it? It's the end of the month, like this weekend, right? I think that's it. You know? But yeah, that pisses me off. And like with baseball starting tomorrow, it's literally like 27 hours away. It doesn't feel like spring.
I remember some years back it snowed on opening day for the Mets. But I mean, it warmed up a bit afterwards, so I guess that helped.
Yeah, but that's even still crazy. Like snowing in like April or whatever. And speaking of which, did you guys realize? Like, did you look at the schedule? The Yankees play tomorrow, off Thursday, play Friday, Saturday, off Sunday. I can't remember them ever having a Sunday off.
Because for some reason, the first week of baseball, they do that for like rain delays.
But they never. So what I found out was, and so to be fair, I was listening to the radio a lot today because I was in the car a lot. And I listened when we were before we got on air, we were watching the Carton show and laughing with those idiots. But so apparently since they switched the schedule, remember like a year or so ago, I think it was before last season, they decided to play every team in the major league, so they split up how they were going to do it. Mm-hmm. So like they play every team like 3 times or whatever like that.
Right.
Since they've done that, they couldn't throw in that 4th game. So like last year, the Mets had Sunday off, which I didn't even realize because I guess we're more Yankee fans than Met fans, but they had the Sunday off. They played actually Thursday, Friday, Saturday, had the Sunday off, whereas we're playing Wednesday, Friday, Saturday and have the Sunday off. So apparently because they did that schedule change and you're not playing like the NL West this year and that's it, and then the Mets, and you got to play everybody, they can only play the Giants 3 games and they can't risk like splitting, like just having 3 days in a row. So they do it this way just in case like tomorrow's a rain out, they can play Thursday. Friday's a rain out, they can play Sunday, or Saturday's a rain out, they can play Sunday. So that's why they do it on top of that. But they don't have the 4th game, which is so weird. But whatever. I don't know about you guys. I'm super excited for the rest of this week moving forward. I knew I had to get out of work early today, and like it was gonna be a busy day for me today. But now like I feel like we're on a downhill. Like I don't know what I'm doing for the game tomorrow, but I hope like the only thing that sucks about tomorrow's game is it's 8:05. I mean, it still should be over by, you would think, like 10:30, 11, but I hope it doesn't go any later than that.
Yeah.
On a Wednesday, you know what I mean? And they start out west too, so I get why it's a little bit later, and it's also the opening day, so it's on Netflix. I'm sure they're gonna have some kind of like beginning opening day festivities before the game.
Right.
Even though I didn't really hear that they were doing anything special, I know they
I
have.
don't think every opening day is going to be like a 1 o'clock game, you know? Meaning, being that they're in California, it would be 1 o'clock California time, 4 o'clock our time, right? Or 5 o'clock,
Right.
2 o'clock. It's like 5 o'clock in California, and so the stadium's probably going to be half empty for half of the game because people are going to be stuck in traffic.
Yeah, and you know what the thing that sucks about this too is, I get why it's at 8 o'clock. So it's really what 5 o'clock their time, right? Like you said, but Netflix bought this game to open up the season, so they probably spent a boatload of money for it. So they want it as close to prime time as possible on the East Coast, so that everyone's already home, has dinner and then sits down and watches the game, which, they're gonna sucker me into doing, I'm sure, whether it's here or
because
somewhere else.
You're going to get a lot more people tuning in from New York than you are from California, so
Agreed.
I'm sure that had a big part of it. Yeah.
Right, and it's the only baseball game on, so even like, if the Mets were on tomorrow for this game, I'd watch that game too. I'm a baseball fan, you know what I mean?
Right.
So like, you're gonna get a lot of that as well. Netflix is doing some weird stuff though. Did you see who they have for like the broadcast?
Is it just the one game tomorrow?
Yeah, just one.
Just the one.
Everyone else plays Thursday. Yeah. Anyone know WWE wrestling? They have the Uso brothers on the cast at some point.
Yeah,
it's before the
I
game.
heard about
Yeah.
that, yeah.
I'm like, what are they doing? Like, this is what happens when you go from regular cable television to streaming services. Because I totally understand why Netflix is doing it. Netflix bought Raw. They have Monday Night Raw on, obviously, Monday nights. So
that explains.
yeah,
it.
they're gonna
I
promote
didn't know that.
their brand, but like two random wrestlers, I know they're brothers and like they got history because they're probably like The Rock's cousin or something like that or whatever. I don't know where their lineage goes, but I'm sure like they're related to someone from the past or whatever it is. But you wouldn't think to have like maybe like a Yankee or Giant greats go on there and make it like a little bit more historic for baseball or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They seem to be getting into sports more, huh? They have the NFL, they got boxing, they got MMA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a lot of stuff right now. Well, I think they're trying to expand because they also lost a lot of stuff. Like, I know it might not be a big deal, but they lost all the Marvel stuff from Netflix.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they lost a bunch of other different shows and movies. And they're not really pumping out a ton of, like, great TV stuff. You know what I mean? Like, stuff, they're just taking stuff that other people did and throwing it on there. Like, they're not creating their own stuff. Like, there's a lot of, like, Paramount I would think is killing them right now with the amount of shows they're pumping out. And it's all from that guy, Taylor Sheridan.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's got every freaking show out there.
I know. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. But sticking with the whole baseball and sports things, like, I think they're smart enough to realize, like, if they don't get in the sports game like all these other streaming services are, they're going to be left behind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's the evolution of it.
Yeah. And, you know who it really sucks for? I was listening to the radio, I think it was yesterday, on the way home from work. And there was an old man calls up the fan. He's probably been calling up the fan for like 60 years, whatever. However long the fan's been on for, he's probably been calling up. And he's like, he's like, I'm a Met fan, but I'm a baseball fan. I can't even watch the Yankee game because it's on Netflix. And they ask him why. And he's like, I can't download it. And he's like, what do you mean? He's like, oh, he's saying he doesn't have a smart TV. He's like, no, I have a smart TV. I just can't download it. He's like, whatever it is, he just can't figure out how to sign in to Netflix. You know what I mean? And that's what I feel bad for, because even though it sucks, like, that's the demographic mostly for baseball at this point is older people.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're the ones that are watching these games every day, And even if they're not super old, they're like in their 50s and 60s, they might be retired. They're going either to the bar or just sitting in their basement in their man cave, and like they're turning on the game. And those are the people I feel bad for. I even feel bad for me sometimes. Sometimes I try to get these things on and it doesn't work.
They had some games on Apple last season, right?
Mm-hmm. I think it was Friday nights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it was Friday nights
I
had
remember
Apple.
The Mets were on there a bit. I remember that.
Yeah, no, they took like every big kind of game on a Friday night, whatever teams were playing.
Whoever it was,
They took. I think Thursday was prime, right? Or Tuesday.
I was gonna say Wednesday, but
It might be Wednesday. It's one of those other days because it wasn't a weekend because ESPN had the Sunday night baseball.
Yeah.
Fox had Saturday afternoons.
but ESPN no longer has
No.
baseball, right?
No, so we talked about that months ago. I forget who has it now. Someone has it. Might be
No,
Netflix.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe one of the.
It could be. I just remember finding out that ESPN lost it, and then someone made a big deal for it or whatever like that. But yeah, crazy stuff. People got to figure out how to do it. Like even Spectrum, I like what they're doing. They're giving you a lot of the apps for free when you have cable. So you sign in, you download the app. I did it on my other TV. Remember the TV we moved in the second bedroom?
Mm-hmm.
I did it with that just to try it out before I did it here to see if I could cancel some of them. You sign in, it says, it has the 3 boxes, like pay for it or sign in with your account or with your provider. So you click on it, you put your provider's password and email in, right on. Done.
And you're not getting charged for it?
Nope, it's part of your Spectrum package, 100%. And you know how I know this? So I pay for the Hulu, Disney, ESPN triple pack, whatever. I got into that when they first put it out, so I was grandfathered in, and it wound up obviously going up. I think it's like $24.99, which not terrible, $8-9 for each one, whatever.
It started at $9.99.
It started at $9.99 and slowly got up to $24. So I looked at my account. I noticed, like, why am I paying $12 for Hulu? So I called them up, and I'm talking to them. She's like, "Oh, we actually decreased it because you're paying for it through your Spectrum, and you don't have, like, you have a deal with Spectrum, your cable company. You pay it through them, so we cut your bill in half to $12. So she's like, you don't even really have to do it. I'm like, well, if I cancel you, I have everything through Spectrum. She's like, yeah. And I was like, what if I want it back? And she's like, well, you'd have to pay, like, you're a legacy package. You'd have to pay one of the new packages. And I was like, I'm still getting a almost $13 discount. I was like, I'll keep it for now and see how it rolls and go from there. So far, so good. Like, I haven't used it in that bedroom as much because I just used my own passwords for some of these. But I put on AMC Plus. I put on Peacock. It worked. A few of them. And there's a whole list of them. Like, the only ones that are missing.
And your cable bill hasn't gone up?
Well, you got to remember where I live, right? So I pay through my maintenance,
right.
And it's $70.
Right.
And then I have a separate bill from Spectrum for just the DVR services because that didn't come with my thing, and that's like $20. And neither one of them have gone up. And it's been months now. It's been at least 6 months because my dad put me onto it.
This isn't a limited time thing or anything?
That's what I'm waiting to see. Like they say, start your subscriptions, whatever. And I did a few of them, like I said, on the TV. And nothing has changed.
Wow.
You know what I mean? It's just free if you have Spectrum. I guess as long as you have a decent plan, which we do because, like they got a bundle package for the whole community. We have the internet and whatever the cable package is, that's good enough to get it because it just signed right in. I'm just afraid of letting go of some of these. It could be saving me $50 a month, but then
2 months down the road, sorry.
Yeah, like let's say you lose one or
trial period ended.
Right, but my dad's called Spectrum a bunch of times because he had a few problems with some of them trying to sign in. So when he called, they said no, like it's free for whatever. Like I guess whenever they decide it's too much, or whenever their deal is up, because I'm sure Spectrum made a deal with all these places to go through them. They could probably charge some people more or include it as part of your package to jack up the cable. Whatever deal they made, I guess when that deal is done, then you'll lose it. but that could be years from now or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, I know with my luck, because remember, if I didn't have bad luck, I had no luck at all. I'll cancel everything, do it, and 3 months later it'll be gone.
Yeah.
So I'm a little hesitant. I'm like, I'm already saving $12 from the triple pack. I'll just leave it alone, and maybe I could cancel other ones because once you get in on the ground floor with this shit, and you're paying whatever price you're paying, like other people are paying more than you. So I'm afraid to
Right.
cancel, and then when I go back now it's $30 as opposed to my $12.99. You know what I mean? But anyway. Another Ryan. That's 2 Ryan's rants, I think, today for no reason.
Let it flow, man.
Back to baseball. So I don't know when we talked about this, but apparently I said some silly stuff about Spencer Jones and Jason Dominguez being demoted to AAA at the same time. And obviously I talked to you the other day. I was wrong. I guess Dominguez got sent to AAA over the weekend.
Right.
So I misspoke on that. But then it's funny, I don't know when these things take place because Dominguez is playing with the Yankees right now against the Cubs because he scored the first run. So
he hit a home run today.
Right, so raises the question, he hasn't gotten demoted yet. I guess what they're saying is when they break camp, he's going to AAA? Right? Because it happened over the weekend, didn't I? I know I probably texted you.
Can't they be playing in these games if they're in AAA?
But I would have thought once you get sent down, you go down. You don't stay with the team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they're still in Tampa.
Right. But I guess that's what I'm asking. I guess because they're still in Tampa, the minor league teams don't play yet. So he's just playing. He just already knows he's getting sent down. He's just playing the rest of it.
Yes. I don't know. Who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? All I know is, what's his name? Better have a good freaking year. Because these guys are just getting older down there.
Who?
What the hell's his name? It's the center fielder. Holy Jesus, I'm having
Trent Grisham?
Grisham.
Oh yeah.
Grisham, Jesus.
He's doing terrible right now in spring training.
And Dominguez is batted
I
.350 and
don't know.
we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I mean the Yankees are beating the Cubs today 8-2, which is a good thing, I guess.
Hopefully Detroit starts off awful, decides they want to break shit up. They don't want to have to pay Schoolboy, and we could trade Spencer Jones and Dominguez for Schoolboy.
I have a feeling, well, we would never do that, but they would want not 2 outfielders. They'd want one of them, probably Spencer Jones to be honest, and Cam Schlittler. And I'm not giving that kid up.
No.
Ever.
Nope.
Never. And speaking of pitching, I'm not worried about this per se, but they're talking about a lot of injuries and all that stuff. Like these injuries were from last year. I don't know why Garrett Cole's not coming back till June. I don't see why he still needs 8 more weeks unless whatever. You know what I mean? Fine, so be it. And with Gil getting demoted to the minors, literally, I think it was today, right?
Yeah.
That happened. So they have their 5-man rotation. I'm not as excited as I was about it because of these guys coming back whenever. But apparently Rodon is 2 weeks away from coming back. I didn't realize.
So they're starting with the 4-man rotation.
Yeah. Not only are they starting with the 4-man rotation, the Yankees are extremely lucky right now to have they have 4 or 5 days off in 2 weeks.
That's why they're doing the 4-man.
Of course, which is smart. Ryan Weathers, who is David Weathers' son, he used to be a Yankee, by the way, and he was a pretty decent Yankee.
It is his son?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. You'd think he'd be all jacked up, and maybe that's what it is, but he's had a terrible spring. I just looked into him the other day because they were talking all types of shit about him and Heel. But his ERA is 13. He's been getting shellacked.
Yeah, but everybody seems to be very high on him. So.
They are. Well, he throws 100 miles an hour. That's pretty impressive in its own right, But, the crazy thing is I was high on him when they traded for him because he looked good with the Marlins. So I'm not really so much worried about him. And then you look at the other 2 youngsters. You had Will Warren, who had a phenomenal spring training, And Clem Schlittler, even though he's a little behind everybody else, has had a really good spring training as well. So with that and Max Fried for the first 2 weeks, you know.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the pitching staff. They got, seems like they got a bit of spoils when it comes to the pitching staff. So it's just a matter of how we do offensively, I guess.
Yeah, and it's tough because it, like we said last week when we did the big baseball thing, it's the same team, right? For the most part. Like, you'll get a full year now of Caballero and Ahmed Rosario. Those guys I like off the bench. I don't know if I want them playing every day. But
Caballero's gonna play every day.
yeah. For at least for the first month or two, correct.
Mm-hmm.
But they also said Ryan McMahon might play short a little bit. He was playing short a little bit in spring training.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like them doing that. Just leave the guy at third base,
Right.
and that's it. Like,
Because then you're gonna have to figure out who you're gonna put at third base.
correct. And like, what are you gonna do now? You're gonna shift Jazz from second to third, or maybe you could have Rosario play third. But why do that and pull a guy out of position just to have a guy that's not as good defensively?
Right.
Just deal with whoever you got at shortstop for the next couple months, and that's it. Like, you should have enough offense, and I didn't really check their schedule out just yet to see how, like, April and May is going to go as far as, like, if they're playing good or bad teams yet. But, you know, I mean, the last couple of years, the Yankees have gotten off to really good starts, and they shit the bed in June and July. So I don't expect that to change. Just leave everyone where they are, where they're comfortable. You know what I mean? And as far as the Mets are concerned, apparently their rotation is top notch all of a sudden too. Like, I don't know. You tell me if you were hearing anything or reading anything. Like, they're supposedly like have a top 5 rotation in baseball right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess, they're pretty balanced. I guess it's a deep rotation at this point. Everyone's healthy. Yeah. So I think that's how it looks on paper, at least.
Yeah, I could see it a little bit, and I get with the trade for Peralta?
Yeah.
He's your number one.
Right.
But then, like, after that, like, you still have Clay Holmes, who gave you 4, maybe 5 innings every start. Sanger wasn't good at all last year.
Right. Well, I would say Holmes had a pretty good year for them.
He had a decent year.
Considering, first year as a starter. Right?
Yeah, he did have a good year overall. So, like, I'm not trying to shit on an old Yankee, now he's a Met or whatever like that.
Right.
I just don't know, like, if he'll take a stride to be a little bit, like, better in the fact of, like, getting to that 6th and 7th inning a little bit more, where you're not taxing the bullpen. Like, remember, like, this is a long season.
Yeah.
You got to have that bullpen sharp the whole year. You can't have guys, which was a major Met flaw last year.
Definitely.
Their guys were not going deep into games at all. I think they had one of the worst.
The guys they brought in for help, they weren't, didn't get it done.
Correct. Now, you can't blame that on anybody. Sometimes those things just don't work out. So I'm not naive enough to think like, oh, the guy made a whole bunch of bad trades. They were good trades at the time, and he came out looking great. They just didn't pan out. So now you start from scratch, build a different bullpen, and hope you could,
Right.
be better. But there's still question marks there. Like McLean, like he only pitched like 8 or 10 starts last year. I mean, he looked great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But you don't know what a full season of him is going to be like either. You know.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know.
We shall see.
We'll find out soon enough.
I know
I
Thursday.
saw something funny the other day online where, these guys making all these videos with their predictions and whatnot. I saw one guy had the Yankees winning 87 games and winning the division.
Wow. That's insane.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah, totally opposite of what we think, huh?
Yeah, and the same person was saying, Baltimore, not high on Baltimore because no pitching. Good hitting, but no pitching.
Really?
Tampa, they had as doing nothing. Then Boston, they said good team, and then Toronto, I believe they also have the same comment that they're no pitching. But yeah, I found that kind of funny. 87 wins and winning the division.
That's crazy. Did they have any other picks for any of the other divisions? Like, was anyone winning 90 games in any other divisions?
Yeah, they had.
I'm interested to see what he thought of the other.
I gotta think back, but I know that there was one team. Who did they have winning 104 games?
Oh my God! It's not the Dodgers.
It wasn't the Dodgers. It was. Who were the other teams that did well last season?
The Mariners.
I want to say
Brewers.
It was the Mariners.
Okay.
I want to say it was the Mariners who we had winning 104 games. I was like,
That's crazy. Well, I couldn't even see them winning close to 100 games, to be honest.
who did the Dodgers beat in the World Series?
Blue Jays.
No, so it wasn't the Blue Jays.
No, I think they're going to regress, in all honesty. Some of these guys are thinking Ben Rice is going to break out this year and have like a 40 home run season. I'll tell you this right now. If he has 40 home runs, the Yankees are winning more than 95 games. Because unless something happens again where like he steps in as the DH, you don't get a lot of Giancarlo Stanton this year again, then
But
fine.
the
But
plan is that he's going to be the pretty much everyday first baseman, right?
pretty much. But like when he's going to get a day of rest every week, so then Paul Goldschmidt will be playing first, right? And then he's going to spell. So Paul Goldschmidt will probably play 2 to 3 times a week. Ben Rice will play 4 of those times, probably the other 4 at first, and then 1 at catcher. But as of right now, they have 3 catchers on the roster because they have J.C. Escara. So he might not even catch right now. Like, there might have to be like some injuries or some shuffling or Austin Rose like totally shits the bed.
You don't want him to catch if he doesn't have to.
Correct. But like their makeup is weird. That guy Krychuk, he made the roster. He's like an outfielder and an infielder.
Yeah, the guy that starts with a G, Giriuk or whatever.
Yeah, Krychuk, whatever his name is. I don't see how he fits into all this, but they got a lot of depth, which is good because
it's funny because they picked him up, right? He wasn't on the team or whatever.
no, they signed him to a minor league contract.
Right. So it's like, I mean, unless they obviously know something we don't, but like you're picking him over Spencer Jones or Dominguez. I don't.
Right. Well, he's obviously not playing much at all. But my thing is, why waste that roster spot? Because the whole reason why you got Ahmed Rosario is to be in there against lefties. So he's probably going to play somewhere, and he plays the outfield and infield when there's a lefty on the mound. Mm. So then when are you really playing this guy? Is it just like late in innings for defense?
Yeah, and I guess that's the point, too. They don't want Spencer Jones and Dominguez to be just sitting on the bench not getting at bats.
Correct. Like, that's the one thing you don't want to do with these young kids.
Right.
Plus they also have options, which, now come to think of it, that was Heal's last option. They sent him down. He has no more options left. Once he comes back up, they can't send him back down. I heard that today as well. I forgot to mention that earlier.
I could have sworn I just heard that the reason why they sent him down is because he basically has unlimited. I could have sworn that's what they were just talking about.
The guys on the radio?
Yeah.
Because they just said the opposite when I was in the car with them at like 2:30.
So maybe I'm thinking of somebody else then. Because I could have sworn I just heard them talking about somebody where they said that they were able to send him down because he's got unlimited send downs or something like that. I don't know.
They might. I mean, from what I heard, they said this is his last. What's his name? Big Mac said it like 100 times. It's like this is his last time to be sent down. Like once they bring him up, and he has to stay up, or they have to figure out they have to release him.
Right.
And he's thinking that, which I don't disagree with, is that you might not see Heal most of this year unless there's like a rash of serious injuries. Like if everything works out how the Yankees, knock on wood, want it to work out, there might not be a spot for him. Because if you think about it, the Yankees have their 4 right now. You get Rodon back in 2 weeks. That's 5. Then you get Garrett Cole back 4 to 6 weeks after that. Now you have a 6-man rotation. You know what I mean? Then from there, you also, let's not forget, and I love this guy, Clark Schmidt could be coming back after the All-Star break, which is, end of July, August, whatever. And I'm pretty sure, like, he won't be a starter, but that'll be a nice little jump in the bullpen because that guy's got good stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, he's not due back till all the way then?
Yeah, well, the All-Star break is usually third week in July, and they said sometime after the All-Star break. So I would assume they would just wait till August, maybe even September. Who the hell knows? Like, I guess it depends on how this season shakes out, right? Like, come July, if you need a starter, maybe you get him back and he's a starter, and you stretch him out and you go,
Yeah.
or you just go for a trade or something like that. Like, I really hope we're not trading for a starting pitcher with all these pitchers that we got. Plus, let's not forget those 2 other rookies that were lighting up in spring training.
Right.
What is it, Larange, and Rodriguez? Like, those guys were really good this spring too. So, like, you got potentially 9 starting pitchers. Like, you should be able to get through a season with 9, right?
You'd think.
Yeah, right. I don't know. Yeah, I ain't got much more on that stuff. Anything else on the Mets that you want to let us know about besides the fact that they play? I think they play at 1:00 on Thursday.
Nice. Yeah, nothing really. Just looking forward to the season. Hopefully they can get off to a hot start like last year, and hopefully keep it up a little longer this year.
So they're starting at home,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which makes sense. 1:00 makes sense. And who are they starting the season against?
I think it's supposed to be a nice day too, Thursday.
Oh, we said the Marlins, I think, right?
I believe it's.
No, the Yankees or the Marlins next week. Maybe they're playing the Marlins. I'm not sure, but
I thought that's what we
let's
said
see.
last week.
No, they play Pittsburgh.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ski.
Yup, Skeens versus Peralta.
That's
Oof.
a nice little sexy matchup.
That it really is. Really is. There's a nice slate of games on Thursday, man. It's a 1:15 start. Are you going to the game?
I am not.
Oh, boo. I might be going to the Yankee game next Friday, if anyone's interested, with the tailgaters. It's 190, 3.5 hours of drinking, food, 20 different types of variations of different foods or whatever, and the ticket.
Mm.
Yeah, I figure I'm gonna be really close to there. Might as well,
Yeah.
might as well just go.
I'm not allowed to take any time off of work right now.
Well, that sucks. I had a feeling because you're short, right?
No, not that, but we're waiting for our big inspection that happens every 3 years, so they can be coming at any time now, so management is not allowed to take any time off
Oh,
until they come.
that's terrible. Ugh. Imagine that. Oh, that sucks. That really does. Ugh. We got the Knicks. So they're only a half a game out of second place.
I haven't watched a second of a Knicks game in weeks.
Me neither. But
Seems like they've been playing better if that's where they're at, right?
yeah, they're only a half game behind Boston right now. They're literally 1 loss behind.
And how far back is Detroit?
Oh no, they're 5.5.
Wow, they fell off a bit, huh?
Well, I mean, I don't know. They're 52-19. I don't know if that's really falling
No,
off.
Detroit's the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Detroit's the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boston's at 2 and the Knicks are at 3.
I was
Yeah.
confused there. Sorry.
No, it's all good. But I only brought up this to segue to the Red Storm. I watched those games over the weekend.
Yeah, that's what I've been watching is
Now, you might know better than me, but I was told that who'd they just play on? Was it Kansas
Yeah.
on Sunday?
Yeah.
Like they were supposed to smoke Kansas. The fact that it came down to that
Well,
last second.
I don't know that they were supposed to smoke them because they were 4.5 point favorites, but they should have won that game by 20 points.
Yeah.
Once the game started and what was happening, they should have won that game by 20 points.
Yeah.
So, I mean, thank God they escaped and they got through, but there's no way that they should have gotten back into that game. It's just that they felt, in my opinion, they fell in love with the 3-pointer. They weren't hitting them, and they had many opportunities where they could have just taken the ball to the hoop, and they didn't. And because what he did on that last play to win the game, I feel like they could have been doing the whole game.
Right.
And they weren't. But, you know, the thing with the Johnnies, I think, is that these college teams, they're just not used to that type of crazy intense defense that Johnnies play, especially the first half of the game. So if they can hit their shots and then just totally disrupt the other team the first half and build a big enough lead, they're gonna be good and have a good chance to win every game. But because I just don't think the teams are used to that type of defense that they play. They're just crazy, man.
Yeah.
They're all over the place, and you know, we'll see. They gotta play Duke next, but you know, they got the Boozer twins, and the one twin is the point guard who's a freshman, and you know, I guess they're both freshmen if they're twins. I think they're twins. I don't even know.
Maybe they're just brothers.
But you know, their normally starting point guard has been out, you know, pretty much the whole season. So we'll see. I mean, I just don't think most of these teams are anywhere near used to the kind of defense that the Johnnies played, and that's why they've been able to. Because the last game they played, it was the same thing. They were crazy good on defense the first half. They were able to build up, I don't remember what it was, like a 13, 14 point lead, and they were good, you know, for the rest of the game. But yeah, I mean, they won, they got through, which is great, but they definitely should have blown them out that game.
Right.
It shouldn't have been that close.
Yeah, it's actually funny, when I turned the game on, they were up by 14, and I said, oh wow, they're cruising, and literally, right then, they fell apart, and I was like, I couldn't believe how quickly that lead was gone.
Yeah, because they got to a point where they fell in love with the three-pointer, they were missing them, then they were having turnovers, then these guys were just throwing up some, like, bricks like we would be throwing up, like air balls and total bricks. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Kind of looks like a Knicks game.
And I guess it helps when you have, you know, the best player in the Big East, because he was making some big plays. The whole game.
And the one guy that was killing them was the freshman on Kansas, who's incredible.
Yeah,
Probably
he might be the first pick.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But I'll tell you this, the game is on Friday at 7:10.
Yeah.
That's a perfect time for that game.
And how crazy is it, like I know they've been on social media harping on the video of Pitino's reaction to the winning shot. Like, did you see it?
Yeah.
Like, no emotion at all. Just turned around and walked away. It's like crazy. Like how I don't know.
Yeah.
But you know, it's great to see St. John's, because I've been saying it for years. College basketball needs St. John's to be good again, and it just goes to show you what a difference a coach can make. One, and two, you know, it's a little jaded now because it's all about having the right backing and the money, and obviously this guy Rapoli is just dumping tons of money for these NIL deals, so they're able to get these great players, you know.
Yeah, I listen. I'm grateful for it. I'm, you know, St. John's alumni, so I'm watching these games, and they've been good so far. I can't wait for this Duke game. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna like go crazy one way or another if they win or lose. I really want them to win because I want them to play UConn. Hopefully UConn wins, and they can play them in the next round, and that's going to be a big game. I don't know which game is bigger, but I think like if you beat Duke,
well, Duke is Duke, right?
Right.
So it's and if I'm not mistaken, they're a 1 seed, right?
they're the 1 seed, yeah.
So you know that's obviously got its own provenance, but if they get through Duke and they end up meeting UConn in what would be the Elite Eight, right?
Yep.
That's gonna be bananas.
Because these are like the teams you always see in like the Sweet 16, right? Like you got UConn, Michigan, they're playing each other, and I think that's Michigan State, right? at 3, because then you got
Yeah, the
Michigan.
green one.
Yeah, because then you got the Michigan Wolverines. They're number 1 playing
Yes.
Alabama,
Yes.
Duke, and St. John's. Those are all the Friday games. Tennessee, Iowa State. So these are all like big
Oh yeah.
basketball schools. They're always in these tournaments. You know, I think it's been 25 or 26 years since St. John's has been in the Sweet 16.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a big deal.
Iowa State's a good team. Man. You gotta watch out for them.
So is Iowa.
Matthew
It wasn't.
was all pissed off because they smoked Kentucky.
Yep. And didn't Iowa beat Florida, which was ranked number 1?
Yeah.
I was really I was watching that game because I'm in Paulie's bracket, and I had Iowa, and I was like, as long if I could just steal Florida, that'd be great. And then they beat them outright. I'm like, I don't know if I wanted that to happen, but you know, you never know with these Cinderella stories or whatever. I think they're a 9 seed, so you know they're middle of the pack.
Yeah.
So you know we'll see what happens.
You got Purdue still there, who's really good.
Yeah, you got a bunch. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a cool weekend. Like baseball's gonna be back. You got the NCAA Sweet 16 going on. You know, there's always something going on with football. I see. Did anyone see, by the way, the flag football thing that happened this weekend?
No.
Okay.
What's that?
Me neither. No, I didn't see it either. I saw clips of it. So the NFL is just trying to do shit just to be like doing like.
I don't think it has anything to do with the NFL.
No?
It's Saudi backed.
Oh.
It's the whole thing with the Saudis and getting Tom Brady, and because it was supposed to be played over there, but because of what's going on, they ended up playing the game in LA, I think. I don't even remember, but
Don't even ask me because like I don't know when it was on or what channel it was on. I didn't watch it. I just saw, like I said, I saw like little highlights on Instagram about it. And I'm like, when did this happen? And it was like it was over the weekend. It was like and it was some kind of championship kind of thing too. Like they raised a trophy and everything.
yeah, it's this. I think it's part of this whole like. I don't know if it's part of the Fanatics Fest thing that he does every
Fanatics
year.
is attached to it.
Yeah, it's part of. I think it's part of the whole Fanatics Fest thing that Brady's doing. Like, you know, he needs more millions of dollars to get paid to do bullshit, but whatever.
All right, so
But flag football is. They definitely are building it up where I think in the near future you're going to see pro flag football leagues. Like it's going to be. I think it's going to be in the Olympics.
It's definitely going to be in the Olympics. I think that's why they're pushing it like this.
Yeah.
That's why I thought NFL was part of it.
Good for that, because I think it's just going to be another opportunity. Like, I think it's going to be a college thing, so it's going to be another opportunity for kids who might not be good enough to make, you know, a regular football team. You know, listen, whatever, man.
Well, now they got the UFL, don't they? You could play in the UFL and make some money.
Yeah, they've always had that, but those guys aren't making anything.
No, I know. I'm just fucking messing around. So I know we talked earlier. I brought up Tyler Sheridan. Did you guys ever happen to watch the show Bass Reeves, Lawman Bass Reeves?
I have not.
It's great.
Never heard of it.
It's good. It's a Tyler Sheridan one. It was like, now it's probably been like 3 years. It was 2023 it came out. And it's around like...
I want to know, all these shows are supposed to be written and created by... How is he possibly coming up with all of this?
He's not. It's someone doing it and he's making the money off of it, right?
And
Has to
taking
be.
the credit.
Or like what he's doing now, especially now, is what we just said. He's like, if you wrote a script and he liked it, he's like, I'll give you $1 million for it. The guy takes it and runs, and there you go. He puts his name all over because he owns the rights to it.
Right, and he's making billions, plus the millions he's making for renting the land that they film all this shit on because he owns all that land.
Right, and the horses, and the stables, whatever else he's got. Listen, you can't hate on the man. Smart move, like starting your empire with land.
Yeah.
And then making all these shows on them and making Paramount pay you for that.
All of a sudden in just the last few years, right?
Yeah, like, has to be what? Like, when did Yellowstone first come out? Like 5-6 years ago? Maybe like right around COVID-ish? Maybe right before? So, you know, kudos to him for like doing all this stuff. But it's this, the premise of the story is it's this, in the South, in like 1862, if I remember correctly, was the year when they started the show. and it's a slave. Was working for like a plantation owner, and he winds up taking the guy's name and becoming a lawman, and it's like it's not just over a year. Like he has winds up having 5 kids. There's only 8 episodes. I'm on the 7th one, and in those 7 episodes, one of his kids are 20 years old. So it's it skips a couple years here and there, and I don't know if I didn't even catch it or whatnot. It was hilarious. I'm like, wait, he had a baby. Now he's got 3 kids. What's going on? But it's really good. It's another Western. It tells a quick little story. I can't wait to finish it tomorrow because I want to see where it ends. And he's the guy that plays Bass Reeves is a pretty good actor. We've seen him in stuff before. But if you like the 1883s, the 1923,
Yeah, those were good.
yeah, you'll like this all the same, and it's just a quick little mini series, and then that's it. He probably did it at the same time as 1883, right? Because then it was around the same time. Maybe 1883 came out first in 2022, but it's right around there. It actually takes place around 21 years right before that. So and has nothing to do with obviously the Yellowstone side of things. It's just a different story. But you're right. It's really good. I think when you get a moment, you guys should watch it. Especially if you like 1883 and 1923, you'll like this one. It's good. And I saw your show Scarpetta.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
What do you
good.
think?
It was good. It was good. I liked it. It was really good.
And
What's that on again?
Prime. And
Yes.
I'll
And-
probably watch that next.
I'll get your take on this in a second. If you like this, you should like The Beauty because it has this similar kind of ending.
Okay.
I don't want to ruin it for this guy, but when I saw the ending of this one, I was fucking pissed. I was like, yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah, but I liked it in the sense that it tells you that, I don't have to go online to Google it and find out if there's going to be another season.
right, exactly. But I'm just saying, I thought you couldn't. I know you couldn't have told me,
Right.
but when I was thinking it was just going to be when you said it's if you like The Undoing, you like Scarpetta, and I thought it was just going to be one and done, and it was. I was like, ugh. I was pissed.
Yeah,
I was
I'm
pissed.
not a big fan of hers, but
I was pissed.
Nicole Kidman.
yeah, it's good. And I love what's his name that's in it, Bobby Pantaleone, whatever.
Is that the desk pop guy from other guys?
Yeah, and he was in Boardwalk Empire.
I never seen Boardwalk Empire.
Oh,
I
he
should
was
probably watch that.
Jip Rossetti.
Yeah.
That guy, yeah, he's a good actor.
Yeah, I like
You
him.
never saw Boardwalk Empire?
No, never got to it.
Oh, what the fuck, bro?
I know. I never got to it. I gotta get to it. It's not on the list per se because I keep getting
That-
small stuff to
That
watch.
should be at the top of the list.
Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it eventually.
Oh my god, bro.
I know. I haven't watched. Listen, you can't watch every single show out there, guy. You know what I'm saying?
That was on at the time of The Sopranos, though.
I didn't even watch Sopranos when it first came out.
And in my opinion, it's 10 times. I gotta tell you, man, it's something that drives me crazy that I see these people. And there's one guy I see videos on social media a lot. He's an Italian guy, and most of his stuff is centered around food because he's a chef.
Right.
And he's been doing a lot of videos lately where he's rates things. I don't know if you've seen the videos where these guys do these rating system, and it's S is the best, and then it's A, B, or G, and D, whatever. So he's been doing a lot of those, and it's pastas you've never heard of, and he's rating them, and cities in Italy or whatever. So he did one on recently of mafia movies, all American movies, and he did a rating scale, and he had Sopranos as his number one. Said, best show ever. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Did he have that? No, I'm sorry. He might have had that number 2, and Godfather, the original Godfather, was number 1, I think. But
So
regardless.
he put shows and movies together, just best gangsters.
Yeah. So he had Goodfellas on there. He had Casino. What's
Of course, Casino.
yeah.
Goodfellas had to be on there too, right?
Goodfellas was
Yeah.
on there. What's the other one with Jack Nicholson and
Departed.
Departed? He had on there, but like I don't know. I was never a huge fan of Sopranos.
You know, I never watched it when it first came out. COVID got me to finally watch it because I had nothing to do, and I was just like Game of Thrones. The ending disappointed. I'll never watch either one of those shows again. You know, if it had a better ending, I would say yeah, it was a really good show. And listen, it was a good show until the end ruined it for me. You know what I mean? But that's just me. Some people like that ending. I'm not one of them. I'll never sit here and watch that entire show again and waste my life knowing what I know about that ending. So that, you know, that's that. So if Boardwalk Empire has that kind of ending, don't even tell me to watch it.
No,
Okay.
the ending of Boardwalk Empire, and Wanda, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that one was done perfectly,
Yeah.
and it. Oh yeah, now I'm remembering. It totally closes it out perfectly.
Complete closure for sure.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, dude, you gotta watch it, man.
Okay. I'll start it. Because right now, I didn't really pick a new show yet.
I haven't seen anything that's like tickled my fancy.
No, me neither. Like, someone told me the only other show I might watch before that is the Ted Bundy, I guess, miniseries. Someone said that was really good. So I might watch that first, especially if it's like 6 episodes. But you know what the problem is the next couple weeks? So many
Sports.
that for sure. Baseball for sure. And the sports, yes. But even more so.
Oh, Daredevil.
Yes. Daredevil, 9 o'clock tonight.
Oh, it's tonight.
Tonight, 9 o'clock.
It's safe to say you're pretty hyped.
Super hyped, dude.
And then we got Reacher coming out.
That's what I'm saying. Did you hear what happened to Reacher, by the way? I don't know. On TMZ?
I saw the video.
What a knucklehead.
And that's totally him.
I guess so. Like, I saw it a few times. I mean, if you saw it, it's got, you know, TMZ reported it or something like that.
Yeah, but I mean, why is he a knucklehead? Because they only show you that little bit. We don't know what happened before.
Right. We don't. And no one spoke about it since. So maybe it's not. But supposedly, he's on his motorcycle. He gets into a fight with a neighbor.
This is the guy who plays
Reacher. And he beats him up.
Well, the video is you see him, and I'm guessing what is his 2 sons, because they're on smaller motorcycles and they're on their bikes, and his bike is laying on the floor,
Right.
and he doesn't have his helmet on, and there's this guy like barking at him. He walks up to the guy and just starts fucking clocking him. The guy falls to the ground. Then he goes to pick up his bike, but then even when he picks up his bike, he must have had his hand on the throttle, because it spins out, he loses control, it falls to the floor again.
Yep.
The guy the whole time is back up and like barking at him, and then puts his helmet on, gets on his bike, and him and the boys ride away. And apparently I'm assuming the house that they were in front of is his house, and the guy he's fighting is apparently his neighbor.
Yeah. Crazy.
So I don't know.
And it's all filmed from inside that neighbor's house.
Right, because I'm assuming the house that you're looking at is his house.
Right. Assuming. But yeah, so that's what happened. So that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know when Reacher comes back out, but it's got to be soon, because that'll be season, what, 3 or 4?
4, I believe.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. And you know, you have Shrinking on Wednesdays. You have Paradise on Monday. Daredevil now on Tuesdays.
Yeah, I think I don't know if I'm caught up with Paradise. I think I got to see the
Last one from yesterday? Yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one. Probably should check that out. What about you?
What have I been watching? Still watching Night Manager. I'm towards the end of that one. Watching that DTF show.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that too.
I'm an episode behind on that, and then that Rooster. I'm an episode behind on that as well, because over the weekend I guess I was more watching the basketball, but I did watch the Peaky Blinders movie. It's really good.
Oh, I did watch that.
Yeah,
It was okay. I mean,
I like that. I thought it was well done. I thought it was basically like a continuation of the show, I guess.
Yeah, and it's like let's wrap
Put
it
a bow,
up.
put a bow on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have been better, but it was. I enjoyed it. I mean,
Yeah.
I think he's great, and I
Yeah,
love that show too.
Exactly. Yeah. I thought Cillian Murphy was great. His son was pretty good too.
At first, as the last, sorry to keep cutting you off.
Yeah, that's
but
all right.
As the last scene was happening, for a second there, I was thinking that they were kind of telling us, all right, now they're going to create a new series with the son, but
Right.
then no.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Did I watch anything else? No, I think that. Yeah, like I said, I think that was it.
I still haven't watched Monarch yet. I've been holding out. It's only 5 episodes
You
in.
got the whole season.
And is that another show you never watched, Peaky Blinders?
I did. I watched the first season and I couldn't stand the accents and all that stuff. I couldn't understand them.
Because
And I was
he was in Peaky Blinders too, wasn't he?
The Wanderer was?
No, Bobby Pantaleone, wasn't he in one season?
He might have been.
Yeah, like the third season or something like that. I think he was in it.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I watched the first season. I think it was like 6 episodes.
No.
And then I started the second season, and you realize like this is the reason why I can't ever get to watch Gamora with the subtitles and everything. I know they have it dubbed now, so I'm trying. It's still on my list of things to watch, but I'm doing this a lot of the times when I'm working out. So like, I can't fully concentrate with something like that because their brogue is too heavy, and then the subtitles I can't read. It's too fucking far away.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, I don't even know what's going on. So now I'm just watching the show, and not knowing what's going on. No, everyone loves it, and I'm not gonna shit on it because like everyone seems to love it. It's just I can't sit down and just watch. It's probably something I should have watched when I was out hurt on my surgeries, but you know.
They actually have a new Gamora out too, which I haven't watched. It's basically because I think it's only out
In Italy.
In Italy right now?
in Europe because it's on. I've watched a little bit of one episode on Sky and I've completely forgot about it. But it's Gamora Origins. So it's when
Is that Savastano's dad?
was a kid. Yeah,
Oh, so it's a prequel.
yeah.
Nice. Those are always good, the prequels, because you can make up a lot of stuff and tie it in. I did watch the Mel Brooks documentary.
Oh, how was that?
Phenomenal.
How many episodes?
Just 2, but they're long. They're like an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes
Yeah.
of Mel Brooks.
It's good.
Yeah, it was really good. Like, we're in the age range where, like, especially Ernie, where you've seen a lot of his stuff. So, like, you're watching this to see, like, where all this came from. And he talks about all of it, and it's great. And he tells you how he, did everything. And there's some stuff that was on there that I didn't know about that I'm sure you guys wouldn't know about either, like some of the earlier movies he did. You know what I mean?
Right, stuff that basically you couldn't make today in today's
No, not at all.
woke
I
ass
think-
society.
Right.
I think I did see like a clip from it where it's David Lynch. He's a director I'm a big fan of, and he's like talking about an interaction they had, and it was just like I just thought it was really cool, like a really cool story to show like Mel Brooks's like character.
Yeah, of course. Is that the guy? What did he do? Was he
He's a director.
just a director?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I know who you're talking about. But there was also a guy that he was really close friends with. Do you remember I think it was Saul or something like that from Ocean's 11? The old man that they had?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
He was best friends with
Yeah.
with him, yeah.
Carl Reiner,
Yeah,
Right.
yes,
The one
yes, thank you. Couldn't draw the name, but yeah.
the guy that
He got
got
murdered.
killed by his son,
Murdered, yeah.
his father,
Right, yep.
Rob
yep.
Reiner's father.
Yep. But he was real close with that
They
guy,
were,
so it was
they
cool.
were best friends.
Yeah, he actually Mel talks about it. He's like I didn't have a father. I'm not gonna spoil everything, but he was like the closest thing that I had to a dad. I was like, that's pretty cool. Like, you know what I mean? And then I saw our guys our movie The Shelter. Jason Statham does not disappoint, man. A quick hour and a half, boom, have a drink, movie over. He kicks everyone's ass. You're happy. Keep it moving, bro.
Some explosions happen.
Yes, that's some crazy fighting scenes with knives and stuff and whatever and shotguns and all that types of stuff. Love it. That guy's probably gonna make a movie those movies till he's like 67 years old.
Yeah, why not?
You know what I mean?
Why not?
And they're all good. Like that one's actually out in the movie theater. I saw that on the Fire Sticks. It was a good copy. And then the last movie I saw was Flight Risk with Mark Wahlberg. I think that came out like late last year.
Yeah.
It had some action or whatever, but like I was watching it after the Johnny's game, so I was like, you know, not really into it, I guess. But it's like another Mark Wahlberg movie. He does play a different kind of role, but there's enough action in it. Like if you got nothing to watch, definitely watch it. But I'll tell you this: if I had to choose, Shelter all day long, baby, all day long. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got. I got some homework to do. Apparently, I got to watch Boardwalk Empire. That's what I came out of this with.
Yeah, man, you got it. That's.
Wanda, you got anything else?
Oh yeah, just one musical selection this week. We're gonna go with J. Cole with The Fall Off. That's the pick for this week.
All right, man. Folks, that's it. Enjoy opening day tomorrow and the rest of the weekend. Let's go, Johnnies.
Let's go, Johnnies. Let's go, Yankees.
Play ball.
There we go. Later, guys.